good morning, good evening, good night. EagleMMA Family. These are the best and worst UFC fighter nicknames. Right, so obviously we all know having a nickname as a fighter can either be very marketable as like the Korean Zombie, or it could be one of your biggest downfalls. So we're going to run through some of these fighters that have good nicknames or bad nicknames and their fan bases that give themselves their own nicknames, which we'll start off with a nickname for a fighter, Big Juicy David Onama. What the why the hell is his name Big Juicy Onama? I don't like that. I just don't like the way that sounds. I don't like how sensual it is. I don't like it, dude. Like, why is his name Big Juicy? Right, just to give a little bit of context, Big Juicy Onama came to fruition in his most recent fight in a Rigo live stream. Someone started calling him Big Juicy Onama. That's just disgusting, dude. That's gay. But we're gonna get into the next one, which is another terrible UFC fighter nickname. They call themselves the Nicholas Motta-Boaters. If you don't know Nicholas Motta, he's like this, prelim fighter. He gets a win here and there. He had like a pretty good underdog win by knockout against, I think, Weston Wilson or something like that. Tom Nolan. One of these, prelim bums. And recently, people who are fans of Nicholas Motta are calling themselves the Motta-Boaters. That's disgusting. Why do all these nicknames literally have to be so, sensual? Like, stop making these nicknames so sensual, dude. Right, we're going to get on to the last worst nickname in the UFC. Arguably the worst of all, because guess what? His name is Belal Remember the Muhammad. Belal Remember the Muhammad. I literally can't even say that on YouTube. I have to censor that. Why is that your nickname? Right, but let's get on to the first good UFC fighter nickname, right? And this is the only one. Listen, I was talking about why do these nicknames have to be so sensual. This kind of falls in line with that, but it's the Kyle Nelson fans of Kyle Nelson, calling themselves the Nelson Sexuals. Now, I have to admit, I'm a Nelson Sexual. Huh? That's why this nickname is one of the best, because I myself am a Nelson Sexual. Right, but even as good of a nickname that is, why do they have to be so, why, dude, why? Like, Kyle Nelson, dude, who even watches him? Who even knows about Kyle Nelson? I do, because I'm a Nelson Sexual. Shout out to all my Nelson Sexuals. If you're a Nelson Sexual, drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, buy my memberships if you're a Nelson Sexual. But we're going to get on to the next best UFC fighter nickname, Charles Energy Johnson. If you don't know who Charles Johnson is, he is the next flyweight champion. He's some, prelim flyweight fighter. He's had a bunch of controversial losses. He fought that one, Kazakhstani dude who, whatever, I don't even remember his name, but he's always had, these, split decisions or whatever. Charles Johnson recently just beat the black out of that racist bigot, Jake Hadley. The reason I say this is one of the best nicknames ever, because energy, right? Energy. He has an energy to himself. He puts on hood performances. He puts on hood fights. He literally fights with his hands down low, chin forward, purely off reaction time. He's like the flyweight Bobby Green. And he's got the crazy ass, I don't even know what to call his haircut, dude. I don't even know what to call his haircut. But with that, we're gonna get on to the last UFC nickname, which is the best UFC nickname of all time, because it perfectly fits the fighter. And it makes watching him an experience just based off the nickname. His name is Anthony Pigheart Smith. Now, I'm sure you guys all knew this one was going to be the top one. Anthony Pigheart Smith, come on. That is straight up the best nickname in UFC history. Right, Anthony Smith, pig heart, having the heart of a pig, because he can't help himself from gobbling up puff pastries, sipping down some iced lattes. He literally has the heart of a pig. He sees food in front of it. He eats it. He sees fear in his opponent. He eats them. He has the heart of a pig. He sees fear in his opponent, and he eats them alive. Just his style. He fights like a pig, dude. He fights like a pig. But that is going to have to wrap it out for this video. It's a little bit of a short one, but I thought this was just a fantastic video to make. Just shouting out, Big Juicy Onama, the Motta-Boaters, Belal Remember the Muhammad, all my Nelson Sexuals. Charles Energy Johnson and Anthony Pickard Smith. Let me know if you agree with these nicknames, if you agree that they're the best or the worst, if you think the Motta-Boaters should be one of the best in the UFC. But like, comment, subscribe, join my memberships, buy my memberships. It's only $2 to buy my memberships, $5 for the Blooders tier, $2 for the Hatchlings tier. EagleMMA, you know we great. My best motivator is all this unwarranted hate. Angie Hill, girl, I really fancy your perfect shape. Okay, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. So hey, let's get right into this. First of all, I think the first thing to address is the fucking haircuts. What?
Yeah.
What was going through your fucking brain when you did that? MMA Guru, he mogs MMA Guru in literally every single way. So I think it's just easy. Lucas Tracy's the alpha. He's the group leader. Lucas Tracy is Blue Tie Kid. Thank you all for watching. Turn on notifications. EagleMMA out.
Hey, Young Lean? Are you Young Lean?
What?
Are you Young Lean?
No, I'm Barry Dillon.